So I wanted to do a quick YouTube live to talk about the new monetization changes that YouTube is making. So you may not know about these. I'm going to tell you all about them, what I am experiencing and what some of my clients are experiencing. But one thing I wanted to offer, if you're listening to the beginning of this, is down below in the comments, write the word SEO or the letters SEO, and I'm going to send you a guide that I have to improving your SEO, which might then help you get over this problem that I'm about to talk about. So what's going on is that YouTube is changing the way they are changing who they allow to be on live. I'm kind of stumbling here. Changing who they allow to monetize their videos or who they allow to run advertising. And that is, I mean, it kind of sucks for some people. If you're a smaller YouTuber, younger YouTuber, and, maybe you're making, small amounts of money, maybe they bring in $100 a year or something like that. Pretty cool. Great that you're getting something from your channel. You're not going to get that money at all now. And well, anything you've made up until now, you'll get. But if you're thinking about monetizing in the future, the rules have changed. If you're monetizing now, the rules have changed, and you're probably, if you've got a smaller channel, it's likely to affect you. So what are the new rules? Well, let me talk first about the old rules. Back in the day, you had to be pretty advanced in your YouTube channel to be able to turn on ads and make money off of your YouTube videos. But that changed a couple of years ago, I guess, and they said, it's probably been 4 or 5 years now, anyone can monetize their video. So if you had the tiniest little channel, you set it up and boom, you verified your phone number, maybe you could turn ads on your videos and start having them make money. And this is not a huge amount of money. And if people were getting, a dozen views or a couple dozen views per video, they weren't ever going to get a check from YouTube anyway. YouTube pays out once you reach the $100 threshold. And, most people probably, or most channels probably never went past the $10 threshold. I think YouTube actually, did a little research and found that the vast majority of people who are losing this feature never got beyond $10 in their account anyway. But if this is part of your idea for growing your YouTube channel to be able to make money off of it, off of advertising, the rules are different. So it was hard. It got easy. Then it made it a little harder. You had to have something like 10,000 views over the lifetime of your channel, and then you had to submit your channel for review, and it might take a week or two or something like that. And people were having trouble with that system. That's maybe 6 months old. And then they changed again just 2 days ago. I think it was January 16th. They changed to say that you have to have, in the previous 12 months, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel. Plus, you also have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. So it kind of sucks. It has to be both of those. And I'll talk a little bit about why I think they are doing that. But I have a number of YouTube channels. My main YouTube channel, it's fine. It's getting much more than 4,000 hours of views in a year. But I've got a number of smaller channels that were all together making me a little bit of money and kind of adding that up so that I could get a check more often. But they had the 4,000 hours, but they didn't have the subscribers, or they had the subscribers, but they didn't have as much view time. But what YouTube is saying is pretty much you have to be pretty serious about YouTube to be able to be part of the monetization program. And I think the reason for that is they're worried. Advertisers were fleeing YouTube because their ads were being shown on videos that weren't appropriate. There was just recently the suicide forest video, and advertisers whose ads showed on that and who really ended up supporting that video, not very happy, or other like terrorism videos and things like that. So YouTube really has to have a way to make sure that the content that is running advertising is the type of content that these advertisers want to run their content in, or want to run their ads in front of. Otherwise, they just pull their dollars from YouTube. So this is probably to make it much more for advertisers to spend money advertising on YouTube. So I think that's kind of the reason behind this, is to secure more advertisers, because like if you're an advertiser and you're trying to decide between, should I advertise on YouTube or should I advertise on CBS? You know exactly what you're going to get on CBS. You know the program, you choose the program, and you know what's going to be on that program, and it's not going to be inappropriate. On YouTube, there's this risk that your ad will be associated with something completely inappropriate that doesn't match your brand. But that's kind of where it's coming from. They want to have a lot more control. The good news is that if you're one of my regular clients that I'm working with, you're probably not relying on the advertising revenue. You're looking at YouTube as a platform to establish you as a subject matter expert, not as something to get you a quarter-cent per view or something like that. Once you get big, then you can turn this on and it'll be worth it. But in the beginning, you're looking to really drive people to your website. And so you probably weren't going to turn the advertising on at all anyway. If you're small, or if you're like me, my one channel, the good news is I'm expecting my advertising dollars to go up because I'm producing good content that's advertiser friendly. And now YouTube isn't spreading out the ads across a huge number of people or a huge number of channels that are getting real small numbers of views. They will be pushing those ads towards a smaller number of channels. And you don't have to be huge to be part of this game. You just can't be really small. You have to be serious about YouTube. You have to be producing at least once a week. You have to have people watching your videos. You have to be producing good content. And like I said earlier, if you're not doing that, you probably weren't making any money in this program anyway. You go online, you'd probably see that you made $1 this month. So I don't know, that would take years and years for YouTube to write you your first check. So although it was cool, it wasn't realistic, and then it just made it harder for YouTube to run. And I think we're going to be putting more YouTube or more advertisers into the program, which will then hopefully raise the rates for all of the people who are eligible. So my thoughts is, if you are relying on that program, just produce more content. Produce live content. I normally don't go live on the air. And like I said, I don't need it for this channel, but I thought this would be fun today. I'm going to try out doing more live videos. And one thing I'm noticing, I can't see your comments in the way I set this up. So I'm going to set this up a little differently. And then at some point, I'll probably share a video about how to go live. But I like to experiment first. So where am I at? I think doing good content very often and making sure you do the SEO optimization on your content so that Google can find it. And I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'll mention it again now. If you write the words SEO in the comments, I will send you a link to get that. I've got a PDF that goes through like 11 things you can do to improve your SEO and get more views on YouTube. So I don't think the sky is falling. I think the sky is falling worse over on Facebook. The sky is not falling that badly on YouTube, but it is a change. Change is hard. I'm affected by it too. So I hope that you guys who are close, that's the hardest part. If you're close, I hope that you'll start really putting out content that's really valuable this next month, because I think you have until like February 20th or something like that. And then you'll possibly be in the program. But you're still, as I understand right now, they're using the new guidelines, which are more strict to evaluate channels, and it's taking a long time. But if you're like, you've got 3,900 hours or something like that, go ahead, produce some great content, produce some live content, put something out there that's valuable, and try to accumulate those hours, or try to bump up those subscribers to just over 1,000 if you're at 998. You don't want to lose out on this possibility at that point. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm here in San Diego. I've been here for a few weeks, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm going to be doing, like I said, a little bit more of these kind of informal videos where they're not edited, where I'm just kind of giving you guys my thoughts on things, and maybe a little bit more fun videos too. And you can let me know down in the comments what you think about that, about more content like this, mainly for my subscribers, to connect with you guys and to let you know what's going on in my life and what's going on in YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.